Alright, gang, we're back here with the LinkedIn Learning um, and the C Sharp Code Challenges presented by Harrison Ferrone. It's been good to me so far. We've done voting for president, email validation, decomposing URLs, calculating season stats, but we are getting into counting vowels in this one, and this is a medium problem. The rest have been easies, but this is a medium. Um, And basically, the gist of the problem is, uh, so it's emulating like a game of Scrabble, where each of the little tiles that has a number on it represents a certain point. So our goal is to create a method that inputs a string, and the output is an integer with the value of whatever string we gave it, and the scoring criteria is A equals 1, E equals 2, I equals 3, O equals 4, U equals 5, Y equals 9. So we will have to, so he mentioned uh, typically how um, values are stored and programming is with the dictionary, but I could probably, and he's right, but before he said that, I was thinking about doing it a different way, declaring and initializing each of the separate vowels, and then, well, I guess that would make sense because you can't set a string value and a uh, and an integer value to a vowel. You need uh, when you need both the value of the you need the integer value and you need uh, the actual vowel, the letter, um, to be able to um, do it. Um, so because if I declared and initialized all of them and I go through a for loop and say, oh, if in the string, if val at index I equals, well, I guess you could if it equals A, then we would just add the value that so you would say if it equals A, so I guess you could do that without a dictionary, and I'm pretty sure he probably utilized a dictionary, and we can utilize a dictionary. I'm fairly confident that he did. So let's do it without one. See if we can't do it without one, and then look at his example that we're going to go through, and then do it with a dictionary. All right. So we go int a equals 1. Um, yeah, this is fine. Hold up. We're going to call public static returns an integer called word value, takes in string, we'll call it word. We will say a int a equals 1, int e equals 2, int ei equals 3, int aio equals 4, int aiou equals 5, int aiouy equals 9. And then we would say, alright, we're going to use a for each loop. We've been using for loop. We're going to splice it up with a for each for each character C in word. If and we also need to count total int total count equals 0. For that particular string, we say if C equals A, so it's a character, then total count, not plus plus, but plus equals A, which is the integer that we made. If, I feel like this is a long way of doing it, but we're going to keep on going. Equals E, then total count plus E. Bam! IntelliSense is saving the day here. If C equals AEI, then IntelliSense, where you at? There we go. If C AEIO close, IntelliSense close. There we go. U if C equals, well, not quite IntelliSense. IOU total count was U, and then finally if C equals Y, string Y, character Y, excuse me, and total count, and we return total count. Okay, so we go up, let's say string word 1 equals gobbledygook. Right? Actually, we're gonna, since we've been working on it, let's go ahead and say how many words do we want? Let's say we want 5 words for each. And we'll just do one word. Console.writeLine. Insert your word. Say console.readLine. gonna have to parse, right? So int input equals int dot parse like we did last time. And we'll say console.writeLine equals the value of your word is input. Right. That should do it. Got a couple errors. Okay. Possible null reference right here. Should be okay. Alright, let's run it. So gobbledygook. So let's actually run let's run my name. No, yeah. Let's run my name. The Kodiak Killer. No, it's way too damn long. Kyle. Let's go Kyle. So this should return E equals 2, Y equals 9. This should return 11. Well, Kyle was not in a correct format. Oh, damn, dude. Come on, Kyle. String input. We don't need to parse anything. All right. Let's try this again. Continue. All right. Well, we need to call a method, don't we? Is so we'll say word. Can we do this? Word value. Is this legal? Is that a legal move? No. How to yeah, that wouldn't work because that wouldn't work anyways because the method returns an integer. I mean, well, ultimately we can you parse Let's ask. I mean, we could work ourselves around this, but I'm just curious. Could I somehow integrate my method directly inside of console.readline or within the interpolation of the string? I'm just curious. I've never done that. Directly within the console.readline input by calling word value method immediately after reading the input. No, that's boring. That's boring. There's gotta be a better way. Reads the user input and stores it in the input variable. Yes, this works, but it's boring. Can I not put it directly in readline? No, wait, what? Oh. Hey, so you can do it right here. Okay, so you can do it as interpolation. Hell yeah. That's what I was looking for. Alright, sweet mama. What's the deal? Why are we freaking out? I have no idea. Why are we freaking out here? So we have to int.parse. Or string.parse. Well, it takes in of course, mine's slipping now. It takes in a string. So we don't have to parse anything. Automatically, read line takes in a string. Read line takes in a string. So now we go word value, which takes in input. Alright, let's see what we get. So your word, Kyle, we should get 11 back. Bang! Value your word is 11. Alright, so that's how we did it. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, so my bet is that he's going to use a dictionary and he's going to so you can get the values uh, from the dictionary with the methods from the collection. Uh, Contains key and contains value, and ultimately we're just going to check, say, hey, for each um, character C in the array or the string that gets input, uh, then we're going to first we're going to check, say, hey, if C equals uh, now we're going to say if dictionary contains key, then uh, contains the key of the index we're currently on, then we're going to add the value with the dot value. So it'll be to our variable that we create. So that's how that'll be done. But we could actually probably go ahead and do that on our own, because I know that's what he's going to do. So let's actually do that on our own. Alright, so it's your word, string input, word value. So we'll just create another one called word value 2 public int void word value 2 void. No, you can't return anything and have a void. Public static int word value 2. What's going on here? Do we need an argument? Alright, so this string will say word. It's fine. Now we're going to create a dictionary. We're going to create a dictionary of integers, no, of string integers. Call it vowels equals new dictionary string. Okay. And then we go, we're going to have to add the vowels. So vowels dot add key. Alright. So I guess we would say now how would we add into the dictionary? Yeah, I don't think I've actually worked with this too often. I have worked with dictionaries, but not actually manually adding values into dictionaries. How to manually add key value pairs into a dictionary. To add, oh, okay. Vowels dot add. It was right there for us, wasn't it? Alright, so now we'll go. Nope. Nope. A, comma, 1. Does that have to be of type string, like we said? Yes. What if we change it to character? Will we be okay then? It's a character, okay? Now we go vowels dot add e 2 vowels dot add AEI 3 vowels dot add AEIO 4 vowels dot add AEIO view 5 vowels dot add AIOUY AIOUY equals 9. So then we say, all right, we have our vowels. And then we need to declare a total count equals 0. And then we will go for each. You know what I want? Tell us and just give it to me. If C, if vowels dot contains key C, then we want to go ahead and add the value to our total count. Then total count is going to be post incremented with vowels dot value values. Gosh, how do we add the value? No. Still index sum of C. And then we return vowels, total count. All right. So let's go ahead and call word value 2 with input instead of word value 1. We'll save and we'll run. Bang. Alright. So that's how we do it with a dictionary. Let's see how he did it. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty much the same. Right, he does stuff weird. That's what we did. Verbatim total score. Yeah, right. Try to get value. Oh, that's nice. That's what we did. Yeah. Try to get value. All right. So this got interesting. Give me a second to listen to this. Take a break, go get a coffee. I'm gonna listen to this because this is interesting. Because it does take in, because he talks about it using the triparse value or the triparse value method, and says that that's way more. So my first approach was very inefficient, and the dictionary a little bit more efficient. Than he's using the try get parse, try get value method, which is I guess the most efficient. So this is cool. While we were able to get the right answer, we always want to be efficient with our code. So uh, give me a second. I'm going to watch this and explain what he says, or listen to the explanation of what he says. Give me a second, please. Super interesting. All right. So I do actually want to look at what he did. That's very insightful. Not yet. Um,
within the for loop, and I use the try.
let's so he has exercise files. I'm gonna go ahead and open up one of his exercise files for this project, Counting Vowels project. And then I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to explain, well, first of all, where's his dictionary declaration? I don't think he ever showed it. So let's take a look at it. So for counting vowels, exercise files. Oh, C sharp code challenge. Do I have those already? Yeah. Counting vowels, final, starter. It's just gonna open it up. Alright, yeah, so he declares vowel scores in his main class. Input equals console.readLine to lowercase console.writeLine score read key. Okay, vowel count. Alright, so explain, I'm going to say, the ChatGPT. Please explain the difference between my uh, word value 2 method and the method that comes after using a reference parameter and the try get value, I think it was get value method, what it's doing, and why it is more efficient. I was laughing because when I play baseball, Austin P, um, we get sweaty out there. And I remember one time I was, I, I don't know exactly where I was at, but I was digging at my butt, and then after I got done digging, I like subtly like put my fingers up, like gave it a little smell, just to like check. And my buddy caught me. He was like, "Dude, what the f?" It's kind of gross. I'll admit it. All right, back to the main topic of discussion. All right, so we got our word count 2, and then we have our vowel count, public static int, which uses try get value and a reference parameter, which I actually have not used all that much, but I would like to understand it. Please help me understand what's going on with the reference parameter and why it's more efficient. Thank you. Word value 2 and vowel count methods. All right. Let's analyze the differences between your word value method and word value. Using try get value, understand why the latter is more efficient. All right, so this is our word value 2. We created a dictionary the same way. Um, then a for each. So I'm wondering, is the try get value more efficient from a computing perspective or from a like typing perspective? Is try get value more efficient from a computing perspective or a typing perspective? Um, so in word value 2, dictionary initialization, a new dictionary of vowels is created and populated with key value pairs, character iteration. The method iterates through each character in the input string. Check key. Okay, so what try get value probably does, it just literally looks for uh, values, and it doesn't have to go over all the values that aren't. So try get value just goes straight to values to character values that are vowels in the string and doesn't iterate over um, characters that aren't vowels, right? Or no? For each character, it checks if the dictionary contains the key using contains key value retrieval. If the key exists, the method is added to the total count. All right. Whereas the vowel count method, in the vowel count method, okay, we have a global dictionary, right? Our dictionary is global. I think it was initialized in the main method. Let me try dictionary. Public class main. So it's global. So not even in the main method, but globally within the class. So we can use it anywhere within the class, as it is public. Okay. And then what does static? Well, I guess static, just like a method, means that we can use it anywhere within the application. You just have to declare the method and then use dictionary vowels course without creating an instance of the class. All right. So create a global dictionary. Character iteration. The method iterates through each character. Okay, so we're still iterating. We're still iterating through each character in the input string. But efficient key check and retrieval. It uses try get value to check if the key exists and retrieve the value in one operation. Okay, I'm pretty sure that. How's that different from what I did? Key differences in efficiency. Dictionary initialization. Okay, we get it. Global versus within um, different scopes. Different scopes were different. We know that. Key check and value retrieval. Word value 2 uses contains key to check if the key exists and then accesses the value. This results in 2 dictionary lookups per character. Okay, now we're tracking. Vowel count, on the other hand, uses try get value, which combines the key check, and value retrieval into a single operation. All right, all right. We're learning. We're learning. That is super cool. This reduces the number of lookups, making it more efficient. All right. The try get value method improves efficiency by reducing lookups. It performs only 1 lookup per character, handling non-existent keys gracefully. If the key does not exist, try get value sets the points variable to handling non-existent keys gracefully. If the key does not exist, try get value sets the points variable to a default value, 0 in this case, without throwing an exception. So, public bool try get value takes in a T key and output. So automatically, out of the box, try get value takes in a key and a value, which is going to be a reference parameter. Key, the key to look for in the dictionary, value, and out parameter. Also know you can use the keyword ref to signify a reference parameter, but I don't know the difference between out and ref. I've looked it up several times, but it's lost in memory. An out parameter that receives the value associated with the key is found, or the default value if not. So what are the key differences? Very simply, what does passing the value parameter as a reference benefit? Initialization. Okay, so initializing it once as a static field is way more efficient than doing it every time the method is called. So that's a good point. We did it every time the method was called. Okay, which is not best practice. Lookups using try get value for combined key checking and value retrieval reduces the number of dictionary operations, improving performance. Okay. Let's go a little more in detail about reference parameters in C#. for this problem in particular. Thank you. All right, from a computational perspective, try to get values more efficient because it performs the dictionary key usage check and route value retrieval in single operation. Reducing the number of lookups. All right, typing perspective, try to get value reduces redundancy. I don't really care about that. We care about the computational perspective. Try to get value works by attempting to find a specified key in the dictionary. If the key is found, it assigns the corresponding value to the out parameter and returns true. Alright, so using out, the variable does not need to be initialized before the call, as try get value ensures it gets a value. So we created our string text. Endpoints. Declare points without initialization. Okay. How are we not initializing it? We initialize it to 0. Vowels.try get value k. Out points k is not in the dictionary. Try get value returns false. Points is not modified. Total score, we're returning total score. So I guess we reinitialize points to 0 every time we go to the next character. Okay. Then when the method try get value returns true, the points value is updated to match the key and then pass onto total count. Bang! Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, so different strokes for different folks. Got to play around with the try get parse, try get value method. This video went a little longer than anticipated because I did not expect to encounter a reference parameter or the method try get value, but that was cool. So ultimately, I did this problem 3 different ways. Got some more practice in. We are on to movie nights. Hopefully it's a Tarantino. I'll see you there.